Tell about the legendary tennis matches you used to have with your dad that
Yeah, not so good.
inevitably would end with you crying, regardless of if you won or lost.
Yeah, I was very, very young, and I played a lot of tennis, so I was pretty good at it. And we had these epic battles with my dad always on the tennis court. And yeah, so there was always a bad ending. It didn't matter if I lost, then I was unhappy because I lost, and if I won, I was unhappy because I thought he let me win. So it's just a disaster. There was always a bad ending.
How competitive were the two of you with each other?
Both the same, of course. Both massively competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I have it from my dad, definitely, because my mom, when we're playing golf, she doesn't actually care if the ball goes in or doesn't. So I definitely have the competitiveness from my dad.
And still to this day, that way?
Yeah. But
Okay.
now I see it more, and so I can control it a bit better.
How would you describe the differences in each of your personalities?
My dad and I?
Uh-huh.
Very different. Very different in many ways, and then similar in other ways. My dad is much more emotional and Latin in a way, and I'm more calm and more rational and more thinking about things and taking more time to react. You
said somewhere that your father, who was managing you at the time, there was kind of a blurred line between being a parent and, being a professional partner. How difficult initially was it to navigate that?
Yeah, that's such a big topic and so difficult for everybody watching this as well. How much do you support your child? And do you completely just let him get on with it? And if he goes through phases of being totally lazy and therefore losing great opportunities for the future, do you just stand back and accept that, or do you give him support to get through that, so that he can have the opportunity to achieve great things afterwards? Very difficult subject. I think I'm very thankful because feeling-wise, my dad nailed it perfectly. So especially through the teenage years, he was really supportive, and even in a way expecting me to do really well. And I could feel that expectation from him, that he expected his son to push and achieve something in life, and that really was a driving force in a way. And then once I got beyond my teenage years and I got to F1, he completely stepped back and let me get on with it. Not coming to the races anymore after we discussed that and agreed that was the best way to do it. And so...
And what was the hardest part for you of making that decision where, here's this guy who's not only your parent but your manager, and just navigating that decision-making process of realizing, hey, I just want you to be my father and not the manager anymore?
The biggest issue is that he is the best manager in the world, in my eyes. Mm-hmm. Because, and he also managed Formula 1 world champion Mika Häkkinen.
Right.
And he knows everything, and he's the most competent guy. And suddenly I decided then that the best was not for me not to use that competence and just go it alone and manage myself and make my own deals and my own contracts and my own decisions which way to go. So it's, not that easy, obviously, because I don't have his experience. But I was confident that I could do a really good job, and here I am today. So it worked out well.
What made you decide to go in that direction at the time?
I like to challenge myself also, and I really believe that we need to put ourselves into difficult situations over and over, because that's where we grow as a human being. And I always do that in life, that I really push myself, even if it's very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And this was the same thing. So I really challenged myself and decided, okay, I'm going to do it myself and make my own contracts, my own deals, and worked out well.